Hey Vault Hunters, we're about to jump into a fresh playthrough of Borderlands 3. I'm jumping in with my boy Flack. Let's go.
New Vault Hunter, huh? Name's Marcus.
Hey Marcus.
You picked a hell of a time.
How's it
to
going,
join the
bro?
Crimson Raiders.
Good to see someone survived the attack.
Hey female headache.
I'm Lilith, commander of the Crimson Raiders. Those bandits you fought are part of a cult hunting for the vault map. But you and I are gonna find it first. For now, my scout is waiting.
Yeah, we
for you
are.
up ahead. Good luck.
We're all up in them vaults.
Spoke inside my mind. Strange.
This is your stop, Vault Hunter.
Excellent. The hunt begins.
Try to stay alive. I'd hate to lose a new customer.
I'm trying not to talk too much here over other talking that can be a bit difficult to deal with.
And welcome
Bye-bye.
to Pandora.
Hey, you must be the new recruit. I am a CL4
Sup,
PPP
Claptrap?
Steward bot, but you can just call me General Claptrap of the Crimson Raiders. What's your name?
You are allowed
Have a
to
little
call me
sip
Flack
while we're waiting.
until I decide if I am going to kill you.
Thanks.
Rack blood.
I'll pre-order your tombstone just in case. Now, those jerks who tried
That's
to
the
murder you
spot.
are the Children of the Vault, a bandit cult who follow their creepy leaders with blind devotion. Which reminds me, if you're going to obey my every beck and call, you'll need an echo device.
Yes, please. Thank you very much.
The Echo 3. Slightly more powerful than the Echo 2 and twice as expensive. Besides, the Echo 2 had a tiny issue with spontaneous combustion, so they rebranded those as grenades. Now listen up, recruit. Lilith ordered us to take over a Children of the Vault propaganda center. Time to show those culty weirdos that no one messes with the Crimson Raiders. Follow me, recruit, to glory!
Lead the way, my man. Right. Well, hello. Thank you for joining. We're just, as I say, starting a fresh one here.
I'm over. Before we wreak our righteous vengeance, you'll need to register.
Just
your
get these
Echo
bits and
at this
bobs out of the
quick
way.
change.
And we can start having some fun.
I'll be famous. And when I'm signing autographs, I need you looking sharp while defending me from my legions of fans/stalkers.
Love the mobility in this game. It's one of my favorite games for just moving around. Does what you want, doesn't fight you. Let's put on a few goodies. Nah, OG. Let's go nice and shiny.
You look awfully attractive. Satan.
That'll do.
User agreement.
Wah, wah.
Boring. Don't worry, corporations have our best interests at heart.
I agree.
The propaganda center is this way.
Looting. Love the looting. Best looting game in the world.
Unlocked gate. No, this can't be happening. The entire mission is ruined. Think, Claptrap, think. You're brave and powerful, and people always do what you tell them to. That's it.
What's wrong with my controls there?
That's an order from your superior officer.
Oh no, just being slow with it. Just checking the slam there.
Best recruit ever.
Thank you very much. I will. Yeah, out of all the games, you know, I love Brick and Morty in 1. Borderlands 2, Zero's my guy. Like, I enjoy playing all the characters, really, but my main ones. But I think maybe Flack's taken over with Borderlands 3. I think maybe he is my favorite character.
I hit a weapons cache nearby. Stay quiet and follow my every move.
His general vibe, like his actual character, the voice actor, I like them very much. But then the skills, obviously, is the big thing. Love the skill trees. Love having the little pets. It's very cool. And then, yeah, things to enhance the old sniping and crit damage. That's my kind of vibe. So quiet. A bit too loud. That's right. I start without it. Missing my buddy already.
Perfect. Once we complete our mission, Lilith has to promote me to Super General.
Yes, she does.
Get back!
Can't believe you're not that already. You've been around long
That was
enough.
stealth. How have you survived this long?
Relax. On Pandora, it's actually super weird if something's not exploding. Now take your gun, recruit. You're gonna need it.
Yes, sir.
These guns, like myself, aren't beholden to their primary function. I can dance and sing. And some guns now include an alternate shooting mode.
Which they did have
Try it
before.
out.
That isn't it brand new to Borderlands 3. They were already on that.
Wait here. I'll talk my way in, become their king, and then you'll surprise slaughter them in cold blood. Watch and learn.
Affirmative.
Hello? Anyone there?
This is Shiv, holy influencer of the children of the vault. What do you want, Crambot?
Hello, bloodthirsty maniac. It is I, Claptrap, Slayer of the
Wonder if Mr.
Destroyer,
Shiv
and
is related to
Super
Mr.
General of
Shank.
the Crimson Raiders. We have you completely surrounded. Open the gates now, and perhaps I will be merciful.
If you can tell me where Shank's from, pop it down in the comments.
Let me think about that.
They might call themselves children of the vault.
Don't
but
be
they're
too
still
specific.
bandits,
Just
and
say the
bandits are
DLC.
incredibly stupid.
Okay, we're going to surrender. Please don't kill us, Cresseye.
That's what
We'll
I
consider it.
thought. Open the doors immediately for your new king.
Easy, I'm coming out. Just
Like, I think they kept the style well enough. They obviously added quite a few changes to the lighting, and
We did it.
they made things look sort of a bit more realistic
Another victory for the Crimson Raiders.
than in the other games. If you know, if I was being really honest, I probably would have been happy for them to really lean more heavily into the sort of more comic-y, cartoony look, and you know, try to make that even more their thing. But they've gone for sort of a middle ground with this one, and it looks great. It plays great.
This was always your end.
It's not a real complaint.
coming at you, bub.
How?
Thrill of the hunt.
Speed might be a little bit slow. They always do this on controller. The Gearbox controller testers, I don't know, don't seem to use very fast settings. I don't know what decade they're in. Yeah, already on 10, ADS 8. See how we go with that. Yeah, again, not a real big gripe. It's certainly not taking anything away.
I know
But
Claptrap can
I like
be
to
a
jump around. I like to move.
but he's still one of us. You're gonna have to save him. I'll be there soon. Check out our slay of the day.
Take these. Poor Clappy, always getting in trouble. Okay, let's clear these guys out.
You cannot take me.
So yeah, this is going to be obviously the first in a series of videos, just doing a fresh playthrough on here, just revisiting Borderlands 3, just having a bit of fun, doing a bit of exploring, not a completionist run through, just, you know, pretty casual, just as things take me. And try and sort of break a few bits of content up, talk about all things Borderlands. This will be going up on a channel which is intended to be sort of pretty much exclusively Borderlands content, mainly focusing on Borderlands 1, 2 and 3, and I will be doing some Wonderland stuff on here as well. We'll be talking about some of the other games, maybe dipping into pre-sequel or some of the Tales stuff, but we will just see how it goes. But yeah, primarily 1, 2, 3, and Wonderlands. Yeah, just having fun, just being back in these games. The Borderlands series is my favourite series of games. I have absolutely loved them from the start. I do have problems with the pre-sequel. Tales from Borderlands 1 was a bit of fun, but you know, I think there's a lot of decisions they made incorrectly with that little team up with Telltale Games there, but it's passable. The new Telltale games that just came out fairly recently, sorry, the new Tales from the Borderlands game that came out fairly recently, that was pretty terrible. I may revisit it at some point if I feel I have the patience, but it was so bad that I had to refund the game. I don't really know where they thought they were going with that. So I really hope that they do not properly solidify that as official Borderlands stuff, but with the Pandora box set having come out fairly recently, with it included, I think maybe we're stuck with that, but you know, if everyone just sort of collectively looks the other way, then maybe we can get past that. But we're not going to dwell on that. We're going to have fun playing the great titles that we have already got access to, that have thousands of hours in each of them. So much content to do.
I'm gonna sharpen my blade on your spine!
So much great looting, so much great combat. Good laughs, good characters. Nice places to hang out, so. Okay. What was that other pistol I got? Oh, nading myself already. Water. Go stand in that. Probably smarter than me and Dave. He doesn't like those. Yeah, rockets work pretty good on him there.
Let the life bleed from you.
For the Calypso!
It
Nice.
seems the humans on Pandora.
Probably have an option to turn those off. Excuse me. Yeah, let's take those away.
Are even more savage than the beasts.
Score 1 for the Crimson Raiders. You and Claptrap secure the area. I'm on my way.
Yep, okay. Yeah, it's not something I do very often, but on the release of this one, I did take the day off and just absolutely smashed the game with one of my buddies. Absolutely fantastic little playthrough. The story, you know, there's a lot of good stuff in this game, and I hold a lot of, you know, I hold to the bad stuff more a lot of the time. But there is a ton of good stuff, a ton of great things that happen in this story. There's a lot of fun, new characters they bring in, and yeah, some really terrible decisions at the same time. So let's hope some clever writing can correct some of that as we lead into our Borderlands 4 potentially, you know, down the line.
Now all that's left is to signal Lilith that the mission is complete.
Kind of feel like he needed a little clap symbol or something there. Would have been fun. Could have used that for a joke later on as well. What's up?
Lilith, I can safely report that Operation Trojan Claptrap was a complete success. I did it all by myself.
I like the changes to Lilith in this one. I think they sort of updated her quite well.
Every other Crimson Raider stronghold.
Pretty
We'll have to do for now.
pretty cool
So
adjustments.
what's your name, killer?
It's none of your business.
I'm Flack, and your voice was in my head. Explain yourself.
Yeah, about that. Not the weirdest thing you're gonna see on Pandora. But seriously, thanks for answering my call. We might not have the numbers, but with a badass like you, we've got a fighting chance.
I mean,
Welcome to the Crimson Raiders.
already in with the
Pandora's
compliments.
a dangerous place.
Always
The napalm
a
will come in
thing to be
handy.
wary of.
You should equip it before we get started. Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, okay, let's get our action skill underway. So we are going to be going with our Skag. That's the Gamma Burst. Tree 4. Fade away. Yeah, let's just stick with these for the minute. Now I can rename my pet, and I'm terrible at... always terrible at actually finding where to do that. Nope. Nope. I need to equip this anyway, so let's do that. And that was the one I was looking for earlier. And we got a shotty in there somewhere, so we've got a bit of choice. No, whoops. You. Man, I always feel like this is hidden, hiding it from me. But oh well, I will try that again a bit later. Guardian rank unlocked, so I've already got a bit of progress there. Most of my time on this game has been on console, so I'm sort of working back things at the moment.
A messy tool of death. I like it.
All right.
Hey, do you hear bloodthirsty screaming?
It's gonna wind me up.
More COV. Let's see what you got, recruit.
So you got one, you help out. We don't know you.
God Queen wants her head!
Jumping between quite a lot of different games at the moment. Destiny, Doom, 1, 2, and 3 of this. Hunt Showdown, so I might be a bit wonky until I get going, but hopefully it won't be too painful to watch. Not that I'm, you know, going to be doing anything too fancy, but it'd be nice if I'm even hitting my targets.
Nice fighting, killer.
That's right, we don't go that way yet. Getting ahead of myself.
All right, we got a foothold. Maybe things are turning our way.
Maybe.
Come on, killer, you're with me. Let me... Catch you up. A while back we found a map. Led to vaults all over the Borderlands. Dream come true, right? I didn't realize how big of a target it would make us. We got attacked and the map was lost. I've been looking for it ever since. This way. I was so focused on finding
This
the
is some
map,
of
I
the
didn't notice that
first
Pandora
things.
was
Obviously,
changed.
a number of the things before now have been the first thing they showed, but they had stills and a few bits on the very first teaser trailer for this
The children
of this
the
particular
vault.
entranceway.
Right. Come on, let's take a look around. Their leaders are the Calypsos.
The building at the top of us as well had a number on it, which there was a fair amount of
called the Great Vault.
hoo-ha made about
Anyone who gets in their way.
in terms of people thinking it was indicating a specific date for the game's release, which didn't turn out to be of any significance, but there was a few buildings in that had numbers and drove everyone a bit mad. Yep, I'm with you on that. Please. Thank you.
Come on, this way.
Okay. Just love all the just bits and pieces, just nooks and crannies. So many different little bits and bobs, just assets on the map. Just everything nice and full and live, and keeping you looking around. There's always something to open, just you know, a meter or two from you at any given point, which is just part of the fun. You know, just opening stuff endlessly,
intel on the Calypsos. Find the Sun Smasher war chief and do whatever
getting that good looting in. And I do think that the Borderlands games are the king of games when it comes to loot.
So what are we working with here? Well, this place kind of sucks. It's all we got at the moment.
It's good enough to me.
First time the Raiders have had to start from scratch. It's no sanctuary.
Not starting from scratch. You have a ship.
Gaze upon my new configuration.
Bow, 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 bow. Okay. Let's head off to try and find Vaughn.
I've got bullets with your name on them. Well, they came out wrong. Too much money? Not enough blood? Hear it?
Back out. Do that in a minute. Money! Yo.
Just so you know, getting caught by that magnet was all part of the plan.
My vending machine is broken? Gah, how am I supposed to profit off this war-torn... I mean, sell premium weapons to heroic vault hunters such as yourself? Let's fix my vending machine. And by that I mean, you fix it.
I wish I could wear pants.
Whoops. That's what that does. Plus, I'm doing that. Pressing the wrong buttons. Just clean up this little side bit first.
Damn psychos, always scavenging to make their buzz axes and meat bicycles.
Oh, actually, no, we can do that on the roundabout. That now is going to tell me
some skags are chock full.
that I can do it with the skag. So I have to do this little loop here as I go and see Vaughn. So
Better get used to doing things like this
potentially.
if you want to survive on Pandora.
Potentially I can just do that on the rebound as I come back
Vaults
round.
attract all kinds. Just remember, power inside it. It's up to us to make sure it doesn't end up in the wrong hands. Trust me, I've seen it happen. Bring it on!
Whence?
Handy. What a convenient item that was just laying about the place.
Don't rush me! One takes all!
I didn't think of that yet.
Do not bleed for me.
I'm not alone.
Let's see if my knife will skull.
Just such a fun arcadey style to the Borderlands games. Yeah, sure, like a lot of the enemies are only taking like a pop or two here and there. Like that changes as you go through the different difficulties and all the rest of it. But it's just a fun feeling just to have all these different targets kind of coming at you and just juggling your tools to be able to just knock them down like a little line of ducks going across the shooting gallery. Very very satisfying. False. I'm sure who shot her, that wasn't me. Some of the arenas and stuff you can do later on as well really do highlight the whole shooting gallery thing. It's just, yeah, it's just a great time. Very fun to do shooting when you're constantly being forced to be mobile. I was talking about this a little bit when I did some Doom playthrough stuff a little while ago. And the whole sort of older school sort of idea of shooting games where your movement and how you move around in relation to all the targets you have to deal with, and then juggling how you're using your ammunition and resources and whatever else, like far more interesting than so many of these games these days where you're doing shooters and it's just a bit too serious. Like you're just hiding behind a box for half an hour, just peppering something with just like some really sort of naff amount of damage you're doing, and it's just not fun. Like, I don't see who sort of thinks that's a good time. Like, sure, there's a bit of a space for that, and the intelligence to use cover is all part of that moving around the environment. So you can have that at a more difficult kind of that was a toughie. Yeah, just sort of a different sort of difficulty to it, but when it's just your whole game is just moving, hiding, shooting, just wearing the sort of the timer down effectively, like unless you're going to be an idiot and run out in the middle of, you know, all these enemies firing bullets at you. In that circumstance, when you're just going to fail it straight away, like, you know, you have to have the patience to just be really, really slowly moving through something, and that's just not. It's just not very challenging, really. And this isn't challenging right now when I'm obviously running around like a maniac, but in time. Let's go, Vaughn.
Oh, my briefs are. Oh, hey, yeah. Feet work good. Nice to meet you. Hey, thanks.
And you?
If you hadn't come along, I might be dead.
Hold that thought. Okay.
So,
my
what are you
range at the
doing
minute.
here?
I am on an unending hunt for the glory of... Oh, as in right now, I am working with Lilith and the Crimson Raiders.
You're with the Firehawk? Oh man, I used to run with Lilith back in the day. But, you know, now I'm a bandit war chief. Go Sun Smashers.
Go Sun Smashers.
I mean, at least I used to be a war chief. Until, you know, my clan found that stupid alien junk. I warned them not to mess with that crap. But what do? They tie me up and they take it to the Calypso twins. Not cool, bro. Well, we should probably get out of here before the COV come back. So, where are Lilith and the Raiders hanging these days?
We got a
Cult
shack.
propaganda center nearby. It's our territory now.
Now we're talking. Come on, let's get out of here. I'll lead the way, even though I'm totally unarmed. Can't let him know you're afraid.
Vaughn's good fun. It's an interesting direction they took him in. He was introduced in Tales from the Borderlands 1. And, yeah, he has a cool little story to him. So I'm sort of glad that he got carried over. Or at least I will be when he gets his butt moving.
So, you took over that COV propaganda center all by your little
Love
self?
this run. Fun,
Yes.
fun
We
animation.
fought like
It's
animals.
exactly this sort of thing
Sick, wounded,
that make Borderlands.
I am impressed. Oh man, the children of the vault totally trashed
Always
my
keeping
camp.
it
Like, that is
light-hearted and
Bloody
fun,
skull should be.
and I really hope that they
not completely ruining the
continue
vibe.
to do that.
Oh, I know a
The
shortcut.
Warriors, that things
This
will
way.
get made more serious. But you know, the previous outings with the game, kind of, you know, they were always the underdog Gearbox, trying to do big things in a pool with bigger players, and they knew it. So they went really hard on the Easter eggs and references, and just decided to have fun. Like, someone's going to sue us, they're going to sue us. Let's just do it. And it was very punk rock, is what Borderlands has always been, and that definitely resonates well with me. I'm definitely a fan of the underdog, and I'm definitely a fan of you know, trying not to be
Super tight.
too serious and just, you know, try to beat people with their own silly games. Like, just do your thing, man. Like, do your thing, do it the way you want, do it properly. And they seem to be forgetting that to an extent with some of the more recent stuff they've done. But you know, I'm hoping that we don't fully lose that.
Ask about our one-click buying plan. When your trigger goes click, it's time to buy. Support local business.
I mean, these all have numbers on them now, so it shouldn't be that hard for me to decide what's what. I know it's not a
You know, throw some bloody skulls up on the walls. You got yourself a nice, cozy place here, friend.
Vaughn? What the hell
it's
are
not
you
a be all
doing
and
here?
end all, but the gear score number does help
Former War
for
Chief of the
quick
Sun Smashers reporting for duty.
quick changes on the fly.
Go Crimson Raiders!
It's good to see you, Vaughn. The Raiders will take all the help we can get. So, Vault Hunter, did you find the map?
The map was not there, so I acquired this bandit.
Map? If you're talking about that alien junk, my clan is bringing it to the Calypso twins as an offering. They're heading to the Holy Broadcast Center. It's where the Calypsos host murder sermons to amp up their followers.
You guys keep
Can't let the
talking.
Calypsos get that map.
Did I actually get my
Holy Broadcast Center is a long ride.
skag spine
Vault
there
Hunter,
and
you're
not
gonna
doing
need
anything?
some wheels. My friend Ellie runs the catch-a-ride. Go introduce yourself.
Multitasking. What is that you're trying to send me to? I did drop one, and I didn't pay attention to it. Exactly where I wanted it as well.
I like your enthusiasm, Beast.
Nope. Okay. I did not fail. It's now telling me to do it. And it's going to make me do it in a specific way. I get that.
Rest now. Your purpose.
They made the skag noises a bit too cute in this one. And hurts me to shoot them.
I live only for death and her glorious hunt.
Sort of.
Here's one of those shock skags now. Get it, spy.
Gorge yourself.
Go on, pick it up. Hope you don't mind handling visitor. Ah, very good. Bring it back to the machine. And be quick about
I'm going to hit that wrong every single time, aren't I? Right, so we can... Let's do that little change over.
it.
Keep the toys in rotation. Try lots of different stuff. COV guns are pretty interesting. They were an attempt to carry on the bandit gun type in the game, which I think was in Borderlands 1, but maybe not 2, and then they wanted to bring it back. I don't know why my memory is failing me on that. But Oh man, maybe it's too late in the day to be doing this. I am I am not using my brain ting. So they decided to bring them back, and they sort of did the Bandit sort of styling and ethos by having sort of junker kind of low-tech sort of hodgepodged guns. But the COV guns, all of the ones in this, I think it applies to all the COV guns. Instead of having ammo clips, they just have a sort of overheating mechanic. So you just need to be a little bit aware of that, and that will in effect mean that you get breaks for where your reloads would be and such.
Bullets and bombs. No questions asked. I used to have one just like that.
Now, I think maybe it was the first ever time I did this in the first playthrough on day one that I got a legendary gun straight out of this, and I was a bit annoyed because it didn't send the message to me that legendaries were going to be properly legendary. They were going to be perhaps too available, and that has been the case with Borderlands 3. The weapon system for the loot and the rarity is not as good as Borderlands 2. Probably not as good as Borderlands 1, which is quite a shame. But it, it detracted some of the fun from the game, but it's not the end of the world. I really hope that they get back on track with that for any new stuff they do.
Any item anywhere, sell to me and I'll find a buyer. Now go kill the other.
What does Clappy give me? I can't remember, but I'll grab it just on the off. This is maybe the antenna one.
Please help me!
Yes.
Recruit, you have to help me! I lost my antenna!
I know your pain, little friend. I will assist you.
Yes! I'm gonna be bigger and badder than ever! But this is an important fashion decision. Bring me replacement antenna options, recruit! Options, I say! Go forth! Even though finding me a new antenna is vitally important, you can do this mission on the side. And you'll probably want to get a vehicle for this one.
Vault? Could it be $1 gajillion? Or a
What's going on
Now
out here?
remind me, what'd you say you was gonna do to my gal pal Lil?
God Queen Tyree will drink soup from the skull of the great heretic! Ah!
My bad, finger slipped. Oh, howdy! Didn't see you there.
Great expression on Ellie's face there. Makes me laugh. She's good fun.
I heard y'all were in the neighborhood. Good to see old Lil found
That's
some good
Tiny
food.
Tina's little
I'm
caravan up there.
Hey, what are you staring at, hun?
Most humans are frail and weak.
Let's
but
just
you've
ruin this
got
by getting
admirable heft, girl.
voice lines cutting out each other out.
Lil said you was looking for
Oh, no.
a vehicle. Damn cold
Smart.
stole on mine. Mind stealing me one round? Then I'll set you up with a catch a ride. And thanks for coming by. Ever since that Hector sumbitch took down Sanctuary,
It's too soon,
we've been
guys.
up
It's
to
too
our
soon for
kicks
legendary. I know they're going to be
business.
terrible. The drop rates are high, but
Raiders sure as hell took a
Ugh.
beating over the last few years.
I mean,
But
I
with
guess I'll
Lilith
use
at
it.
the helm, I know we'll keep standing strong. We've spent the last I don't know how long following one vault map lead after another, and we ain't turned up jack squat. But Lil said she's got a new lead, and I got a feeling we're getting closer.
I'm gonna crack.
Feel the bloodlust.
We're
We got the Maggie in Borderlands 3 as well. This comes effectively a Maggie, which was a good gun for sure. All these cute little areas like this, there's always just, you know, little seating areas and hangouts, just things that show the world sort of lived in, but it's all, you know, a lot of it's very kind of casual and very sort of human, despite what the environment is meant to be. It's always just keeps the fun tone while you're moving around and, well, doing that, you know, exploding people into buckets of paint. I also think the first time I came here, I think we had a loot midget, or a loot tink, whatever the current way of saying it is, almost straight away, which also gave us something good. See you later. Whoa! Good work, buddy. Just ruined those cars. You see that? That's an empty car. I don't know what happened to that car. Just blew up by itself. You saw.
I need you to salvage their parts so I can build a new friend. Someone used that claptrap as a piñata. Joke's on them. All we have inside is circuitry and gears. But that one also had a gyroscopic rotor. Keeps us from falling over all the time. Mine's been missing for years.
Oh, that was close. I thought I crashed it.
Better version of me than me.
That's one of my talents, by the way. Breaking things, particularly software and anything electrical. Those things do not like me whatsoever. Okay. They did some fun stuff with the cars in this one. I like the whole go and find new cars and stick them in the machine. That's a nice little collectible. I think I would have liked for the like vault symbols to still be in the game. Like I think if they'd have done Children of the Vault Symbols or something, that would have been great to have as an extra just thing you're looking out for all the time. That was good fun in Borderlands 2. But they do, you know, a number of other things. You've got Typhon de Leon's little voice archives, and then the cars, and then some other stuff. And then you've got things like hammerlocks, bounties to track down. You've got zeros, assassination targets. There's a lot of good fun stuff like that that's all kind of there if you want to do it, but the game doesn't really ever put pressure on you to do it, which is good. You want just choice and play the game your way, play it a bit more streamlined if you'd like, or put a bit more. I'm going the wrong way. I need to go to.
Now head to the Holy Broadcast Center and find that map.
I'm getting my order of things all twisted round. It has been a while since I played Borderlands 3 fresh. Sort of dip in now and again and do sort of something with one of my other characters. But a completely clean one, just sort of trying to literally have the approach of
watch out for those so-called twin gods. From what I hear, Calypso's the star of the show. Her brother Troy runs the cult's propaganda. P.S. They both suck. Just saying.
So we've got an opportunity over here for some nice loot. So we're going to go and just visit this area where there's Stranger Things Easter egg. I do love all the references and Easter eggs in Borderlands games. Keeps it all nice and fun, but these guys are Demo Skagans rather than, or Demo Skagans rather than Demogorgons. And these guys all have a chance to drop us some tasty loot. So give me something good. I think the Monocle often drops from these guys quite a lot, which is a Jacobs hard-hitting, slow-firing sniper. Which I'm, you know, I like my sniping, but I'm not overly fussed about that one. They have tinkered with things quite a lot on and off those, so maybe that's in a better position now, and my memory of it is just not fantastic. Oh my goodness, we got the Nighthawking, which is, yeah, I guess actually that's the one that should be the drop for those, and probably is. That can't be coincidence, because that is also a reference to Stranger Things, where you have, this idea of it fires fire and ice, and so it's sort of meant to be the opposing things. So the upside down, and obviously Hawking being the location. Stick a little skin on that just for a bit of fun. And I do really love this SMG, so that's pretty nice to have that from start. I do already feel completely over geared, but we're just in here for fun. We're just playing to go through, do a bit of story, and a bit of adventuring together, so it's all going to be good. But yeah, everything we see is going to literally just fall to pieces before our eyes. So let's go up this tower. I'm trying to think what it is with this. There's a side questy thing with this, which, have I picked it up? Help if I was looking at any of the stuff correctly. No, although I thought that was meant to be something that came up spontaneously, so I'm gonna just go to the top of this tower and find out, because there's a guy up here that drops I think a purple unique, so a purple gun with a red flavor text, which is, that is basically new to Borderlands 3. Blue guns with a red flavor text were unique guns that they used in Borderlands 2. And it was a mechanism so you had guaranteed drops for things, but they weren't legendary. Some of them could act like legendaries, they could be powerful like legendaries, but they weren't all classed as legendary. And then it meant you had, you know, purple guns were good to run around with, the blue uniques were good to run around with, and then you had legendaries, and the legendaries had a little bit of colour variation to them in terms of their rarity, and you had pearlescence, so you had a ton of different guns and potential rarity bits of equipment that you were looking out for, and able to do all sorts of fun combinations in Borderlands 2. And they've done that very well in this game. They've pretty much carried all of that across, but yes, they also added some purple red flavor text rarity bits of kit. And that's what you want. You want things to be, you know, increasing in terms of... I can't remember what I'm doing there, so I'm going to just back off. You want lots of excuse to do the looting. There is so much looting, you want to be constantly doing the best you can to sift through all the goodies, because you want to find new toys to play with, new things to have a different experience, or, you know, play your game a little bit different, set up your character a little bit different, try some new skills, and some new abilities. Good stuff, right?
I mean, even my clan idiots. I've never seen the Calypsos myself.
I think I am not going to push things too much today, because I am obviously a little bit more tired than I probably want to be while I'm trying to engage with the game and yourselves. So I'm going to play this. I think I'll probably get up and kill Mouthpiece in the broadcast center, and then that'll probably be it for today. Let's get rid of those greens. We don't like greens. Let's get rid of all of that. Whatever we have left, we will just have to live with. We've got a number of things there. I'm definitely not going to need that SMG or that SMG ever. So, get rid of that. Ammo seems okay. We've got a hammerlock enemy over here, I think. One of the bits of wildlife to track down for him, and I'm fairly confident that we can do that with already having all of our guns being legendary. Hammerlock's always a good fun character, introduced at the start of Borderlands 2.
That airborne abomination is known as a scrack. Correct nature's mistake and kill it for me.
Another. More.
You deal with them. I'll deal with the big boy. Wherever it went. Nice. Seem to be having a bit of an issue there, but we'll take that to our advantage. Hop in. And we've got 2 skill points. Don't want to blitz through too quick. We've got a few areas there on the side. We've got a vehicle that I can get here, I think, somewhere. The vehicle, yeah, hot red one there. Go and get that into the catch-a-ride system.
Hey, VH. I'm always looking
Hey,
for
girl.
unique car parts. Bring me the sickest war machines you find out in the wild, and I'll make them available for you at the catch-a-ride. Whew, that's a beefy hunk of vehicle right there. Go on and grab it for me.
Hey, quit showing off out there doing donuts.
Now drive it back to the catch-a-ride so I can scan it.
Fight with the camera a little bit there, weird. There we go. So that one, I think, is a little slower, but a little bit more armored than the runner I was using.
Good to see you, my boy.
So we can now select that different body type. That's the one we just got. You can obviously do other customization here as well, but not going to worry about that. Just go for the paint job. Okay, so you mean I've gone for the lighter version, but with that new paint job. A little bit different. Lots of areas over here to explore, which we'll probably get to at some point. We've got a Typhon de Leon.
You are nearing a historical marker of Typhon de Leon, the
What she
first
said.
Vault Hunter. Sadly, he disappeared decades ago while seeking the original.
When I was 16, my parents died, and I buried them at their dirt farm. Afterwards, I started thinking, what am I still doing on Pandora? I gotta get off this ass crack. So I stuck onto a merchant ship bound for Promethea. Good thing I was smaller back then. Better for sneaking. At the time, no one on Pandora ever thought I'd amount to anything, let alone become a legendary explorer. But welcome to the Holy Broadcast Center.
I'm just cutting over ourselves on the voice stuff here just because I'm moving through sort of fairly seamlessly. So sorry about that, but I encourage you to experience all of this for yourself because it is just a fantastic game.
The moment you've been waiting for! Let loose your bloodlust roar for our God Queen, the first sister, Calypso!
What up, my Pandora fans? God Queen Tyrene coming at you live from the HBC. We're streaming, you're screaming, and we're all preparing to get into the Great Vault. Got some new converts today, and guess what? They brought us the Secret Vault map. It's ribcage spelunker. But now we're all family, and family is forever. We'll start the ceremony after a few quick shout-outs.
I feel like she contradicts that, if you know anything about the story. I do like Troy and Tyreen. I don't think they were done quite right, but I like the idea. I love the kind of influencer, streamer kind of vibe they went for with them. It's good fun, and obviously that's that sort of whole very self-aware sort of punk rock thing I was talking about earlier with the game's attitude. Going back to the Typhon de Leon marker that we discovered there, and just thinking about that character. He was very cool. I wasn't too sure about him at first, but he was a great addition to the game. He's good fun. And yeah, I think they really did that sort of a bit wrong in terms of not keeping him around. And they really, I would have thought it would have been fantastic for him to have been a playable character. It's a shame they didn't do any additional playable characters, but I think that Typhon de Leon would have been a great character to play through, and he would have had all sorts of fun voice lines where they could have added all sorts of other additional background information and things like to sort of the whole game. That could have been a very, very cool extra, and yeah, I'm very sad that they didn't do something like that. I also feel that they could have saved that. I mean, I'm assuming that most people that watch this are going to already know the story, so there will be spoilers here in general, because I am going to talk about a lot of different bits of the content of this game and other games in the Borderlands universe, so if you don't want spoilers, leave right now. But Typhon de Leon dies near the end of this game, and I always kind of thought, like, you know, they could have kept everything with that without any issue, because the character that Typhon de Leon is, I thought it would have made sense. Like, at the end of the game, I was sort of expecting for just everyone to sort of turn around and him just be there, and everyone just be kind of like, what? Why is he alive? But, you know, him just very sort of blasé be like, you know, well, that's that! I mean, or something, you know, and just because he's just this clever vault hunter and he's got his way out of things in the past, it would have just been like, oh, well, I guess he has his ways, you know? And they could have just then done that with the DLC, or just kept him around as a character for the next game. He's definitely one of the more interesting characters they introduced in this one. I'd say that my favourite new characters are probably him. Let's not daydream too much. Balix. Balix is very cool. I'm looking forward to seeing more of him in the next game and how they treat that character. Who else are cool new characters? You know, so a lot of the ones that are new to this game, like Vaughn and Reese, aren't new to the Borderlands franchise because they were around in Tales from the Borderlands. So I'm not counting them. I'm sure there's other new characters I did like, but I guess my memory will be refreshed as we re-meet them.
Chew them to bits.
Or I'll think of them in a few seconds when my brain finally catches up. This is a cool little mechanic. I like this thing with the speakers. They didn't do too much else with that later in the game. I feel like this section was maybe given a little extra care because they needed to use this section for all their previews of the game and for trailer bits and bobs, just to get people hyped. So that is a little bit disingenuous, but you know, I'm not too fussed. There's still plenty of other things to enjoy through the course of the game. I feel like I'm running a really trash mod on my grenade, if I'm even running one. Let's sort that out.
I am a knife that only grows sharper. You there?
Yeet.
How are your last breaths?
Yes, I am still running nothing. I don't know why. I thought I'd change that. Keep an eye out for a new one. The allure of loot is just too much. That's the other reason they have to be quite forgiving with some of this combat, because I mean, you just can't let it go, you know?
For you!
Off the top of your head, can you remember about new characters in the game? If you can remember who your favourite new character, specifically new to Borderlands 3 is, then please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to know who people like. I can tell you I'm not really a fan of Ava, and I'm not really a fan of Lorelei. But some stuff with... probably don't have too much to say about Lorelei. She just is who she is. I'm just not so keen on that kind of character. But Ava was a particularly bad taste in the mouth, but I feel like they can really do some stuff to redeem her, and there's, I don't know, a lot of stuff that I've thought about that. That, you know, maybe some stuff can be implemented, some of it might be the way they're going to go with things. So yeah, we'll have some discussion on that at some point. I've got a number of different videos just talking about various characters. Level 8, what am I on? Level 7, a little while away. Let's take one of those.
When your trigger goes click, it's time to buy.
Okay. Whoop. Let's get it. I think you might be right. Don't breathe the drink. Don't breathe the drink.
Eat them alive.
Oh, one of my buddies will be pleased with that. He's said he's been waiting for me to choke on my drink while I've been gaming. Haven't really figured out how to use this body yet. Pow!
The vault map. There you are. Accelerating.
There we go. So this is one of those blue blue guns with a red flavored text, as previously mentioned. So this is a unique. So this gun is not a legendary, but it has something cool about it. And as you can see, this is a very cool gun. So there is, I think that's a guaranteed drop from that fight. But he does also have a legendary gun, which I want to say is the same sort of thing. It's a shotgun or an assault rifle, I want to say, but yeah, it has this same sort of musical effect to it. I should probably take the item that was the entire reason for coming here. I suppose I should take some more sellables as well.
Did you come all this way for that busted-ass map, or are you just here to see me? Didn't know you were such a super fan. Well, you missed the show. Oh, right. Bet you're all like, what's up with those husks? Well, it's a thing I do. Check out the screens.
Not sure if they ever made like a big explanation about the sort of construction of Troy's arm, but it's very cool in its awkwardness.
So I offered the Sun Smashers a place in our family.
I mean, the romantic word would be vampire, but
They betrayed
she's just a
the
leech.
family. Oh, then Troy said something great.
Gods don't negotiate.
Gods don't negotiate. I love it. Love it. Like I said, that map is super busted, so go ahead and take it. I'll swing by later.
Thank you very much. I will take it.
My most loyal follower, Vault Thief.
A lot of the sort of artwork stuff they did around here, like this whole sort of the cathedral sort of vibe and all those bits and pieces they've done with the fanatics of Troy and Tyrene.
I knew you'd find
Were
the
cool
map,
little
killer.
touches.
Bring it back.
nice, slightly different look that's not really been in the series before. At least off the top of my head. Who's a good boy?
Look at that little butt waggle.
Ha. Very cool little sort of area. Like all the sort of areas and a lot of the set pieces in Borderlands games are just really nice. Very cool, very stylized. Well, we've obviously taken him down, as I'd said, but I think I will head back to Lilith. There's that quest. I'm not going to do that right now. I think I can probably... Can I just fast travel to Lilith at this point? Well, that wasn't what I'm going to do. What was it? No, it wasn't. There we go. That's what I want. But yeah, I'm going to be learning a lot of stuff as I go. Everything that I sort of do in the game is by and large things that I've just picked up myself through playing. So I know that there's a lot of more information out there and a lot of cool things, other things people do. Lots of nice build things and the rest of it. So I will be looking to expand my own knowledge. Please feel free to chime in and tell me things that are going to help me as I revisit the game. There we go. Statues thing. Okay, so we've got a few more quests that have opened up now as choices.
Glad to
Let's
have
get this
so many badasses on our side.
scene out of the way.
Don't you worry about me. I got a belly full of skag meat and a warm place to sleep. What more does a guy need?
Ah, did you not talk?
Vault Hunter, you really got the map?
Yes, Firehawk. A
I
successful
did,
hunt.
but
Just Lilith is fine.
You got the map? Nice! So, did you see any of my... Sun Smashers? And why do you smell like dust and skin?
Your clan is dead. Tyreen Calypso slaughtered them. It was unnatural.
Damn it! I never told them. No. Sun Smashers never cry. If Tyreen Calypso wants a blood feud, she's got one. Blood feud!
I knew the COV was dangerous. It's even worse than I thought. At least you got
Okay.
the map. I didn't think I'd ever see this thing again. It's not just a map, though. We used this to open the other vaults on Pandora. Every vault needs its key. Well, let's take a look. Been a long time. It's not charged. Let me take care of that. Damn, it's not working. Something's
No
wrong.
go.
I should be able to charge it. We need help. There's only one person on this planet who knows how this Iridian tech works. Patricia Tanis. She's got a dig site on the other side of the valley. Take the map to her.
Roger
I'll
that.
catch up when I can. Have to track down a few loose ends for our ship.
Okie dokie. Cool. Well, yeah, I think I'm going to stop there for today, but that's been a nice step back into Borderlands 3. I'm going to be carrying this on. Lots of other Borderlands content going to be happening specifically on this channel. So please do like, subscribe, all the regular stuff. Please stick around. Please watch the other content that's on here. Please give me feedback. And yeah, have a great day. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will catch you next time. Peace.